Okay, let's talk about another legal case that Paula Reed, our great correspondent, is also reporting on, and that is about Hunter Biden. And Hunter Biden's legal team is apparently going on the offensive, and he has hired Abbe Lowell, which apparently, according to Paula, there's some consternation in the White House about taking an aggressive tact, which maybe Abbe Lowell would do. On MSNBC, President Biden was asked about this tonight.
Sir, there is something personal that's affecting you. Your son, while there's no ties to you, could be charged by your Department of Justice. How will that impact your presidency?
First of all, my son's done nothing wrong. I trust him. I have faith in him. And it impacts my presidency by making me feel proud of him.
Okay, your thoughts?
Look, it's a father defending his son, and not only in defense of his son, but ultimately he's trying to say that there's nothing to see here. But on the issue of bringing in Abbe Lowell, I mean, this is a person who's the real deal. Defended John Edwards successfully, right? The senator of North Carolina who was accused of corruption. Defended Bob Menendez as well. Defended Ivanka Trump, Jared Trump. The bottom line is that Kushner, excuse me. The bottom line is that I just think that going on the offensive sometimes could be effective. Everyone has a different style. No one has a monopoly on wisdom. But I think the fact that he's spinning this in the way, Abbe Lowell, on behalf of his client, to say that, listen, this is political and I want to go after you, meaning all of his detractors, I think could be very effective.
Jen?
I think that there are political implications here that really aren't, in my wheelhouse. Legally speaking, ethically speaking, the Biden administration is doing the right thing with this. They've separated themselves away from the criminal investigation. He's not involved at all in any of that. So they're doing the right things that they need to do as far as the legal and ethical stuff. Politically, that's a whole nother kettle of fish. But he's doing what he needs to do. And as a father, as Joey said, he's defending his son. He's saying, I love him no matter what. And that's the right thing to do in that category, too.
Sir, there is something personal that's affecting you. Your son, while there's no ties to you, could be charged by your Department of Justice. How will that impact your presidency?
First of all, my son's done nothing wrong. I trust him. I have faith in him. And it impacts my presidency by making me feel proud of him.
Sources tell CNN Hunter Biden's new legal strategy has initially sparked some concern inside the White House. His litigious new lawyer is calling for investigations into various officials who have spoken at length about the younger Biden. Now, the president has maintained his support for his son, saying in an interview yesterday, "My son has done nothing wrong. I trust him and I have faith in him." Now, CNN legal analyst Jennifer Rogers joins us now. All right, Jennifer, I did this reporting yesterday. I want to sort of set the context for viewers before I get your take. Back in December, after Republicans took the House, made it clear they were going to target Hunter Biden, the Justice Department investigation that was supposed to have been nearing an end hadn't resulted in any charges. Hunter's lawyer, Kevin Morris, and Hunter wanted to pursue a more aggressive, forward-leaning strategy. But some senior officials and senior Democrats inside the White House said, look, we don't know if that's a good idea. I'm told that they were concerned about what that would mean for Hunter. So if you were in the room for this meeting back in December, which side would you be on? Would you encourage a client to, go fire off some letters, throw some punches? Or would you have advised maybe not the time to be too forward-leaning here?
Well, I think, Paul, it depends on who you are. Since I'm a lawyer, I would take the view that he should be aggressive if that's the legal strategy that they think is the right one. I think the hesitation probably comes more from the political side of the House. Legally and ethically, it seems to me that Hunter Biden's team certainly can push back if that's what they think will help them in terms of the criminal investigation and case. So as a lawyer, I would be on the side of doing what they think will benefit him the most as far as legal exposure.
And what's your take on the relationship with the White House? I mean, obviously, this is a unique circumstance, but it's a fine line for President Biden and his advisors to walk, right?
It is. I mean, he's doing the right thing so far, I think, by completely staying out of the prosecution side of things, telling Merrick Garland to proceed however he thinks should be done without any influence at all from the White House. That's what he should do legally and ethically. So far, it appears that he is doing that. So everything looks good from that side. They just have to worry about what happens if he is charged. And of course, the politics of all of this as we go into the next election cycle.
Absolutely.